Welcome, everybody, here to Pond Creek as we got the Belfry Men's League. Jaden, Stewart, Darryl, McCoy on the call as we got YTC versus Montverde Part 2. And Jaden, this is first. You know, this is your debut on D&D Sports Network.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty excited to get it started.
Yeah, so you signed with Bethany College. We'll talk about that later today, but look forward to seeing another great come in the broadcasting community.
Yes, sir.
So here we go, coming out. Montverde Part 2 looks like a team that you may know really well, as you got your former teammate Jalen Rigdon leading the show.
I see Jalen out there, Sal Dean, Eli Johnson, and Cam Stafford, who I've played with and known in this region for a few years.
I forgot about Cam Stafford, also former teammate of yours. Mm-hmm. And then you got Sal Dean, played in the same district as you. Eli Johnson, former Pikeville Panther.
Looks like Montverde Part 2 has a pretty stacked team.
And then who's number 2 for YTC?
Number 2.
Or for the other?
Tyler Lester.
So Tyler Lester coming out now. This YTC team has, look, you see Garrett Brown played at Tug Valley and Mingo Central. He is Matt Hatfield's brother. So he's his older brother, Matt Hatfield, Logan guard, shooting guard, Matt Hatfield, number 2.
Really good. Played against him a few times.
And stroking it, Garrett Brown, downtown Garrett Brown, knocking down the 3. Jaden coming out right away, jumping up to a 3-0 lead.
And one. He's strong.
Now, that's what I was getting ready to say. You know, Rigdon looks a lot more filled out than when you played with him.
Yeah, I would lift with him, and he's really strong. Me and him play every day. It's hard to contain him, as you saw right there. When he gets to the basket, it's hard to stop him.
You see him at the line right now trying to convert on the old-fashioned three-point play, and he does. So, for you guys that don't know, number 5 there is Cam Stafford. Cam Stafford, dad is a former great. A lot of people consider him top 2 to ever come out of Williamson.
Good move right there.
There's Sal Dean. Nice job, kicks it over. Eli Johnson off the mark. And listen, Eli Johnson, he looks like a shell of himself.
Yeah, I've seen the post on Facebook. He looks crazy.
Yeah, I mean, at Pikeville, and Eli, I can say this because, Eli's, really close, with Eli and his family. Eli, he was, had a little weight on him there, during his playing days. But, it seems like after high school, he's really hit Corey Hayes hard. And, never seen a six-pack on Eli until now.
I think he looks amazing.
He does.
Good work that Corey does over there.
Unbelievable. Sal Dean off the mark. Nice pass. Lester, he's going to take – no, that's Johnson. Going to take the bump and go to the line.
Nice little pass there by Rigdon, keeping his eyes up.
Now, Jaden, as you sit here, let's look over these rosters here. See, you got YTC, Justin May. Pretty sure he's former Mingo Central. Garrett Brown, Matt Hatfield, both Mingo Central. Jake Klein, Mingo. Preston Smith, I think he's a Mingo kid. Dom Francis is Phelps. Tyler May is Tug Valley's all-time leading scorer, played at Alice Lloyd. Then Brody Dotson played this last season. He was the big man for the Mingo Central Miners. And Jay Casey is another name you know, played at Phelps. So back, I think he graduated 2 years ago.
What a stroke.
Yeah, Garrett Brown, that's second 3, same spot, same result.
From the volleyball line there, too.
Yeah, Cam Stafford. He's going to fire it.
Oh.
Stafford off the mark. Look at Eli Johnson banging. Now, Jaden, where did Eli go play college at?
I don't think he committed anywhere.
I was thinking he went, or no, he played on UPOC's JV at first, didn't he? I think he held offers from some of them schools in Virginia maybe, and he had a handful of offers.
Yeah, he was a very key part to that Pikeville team last year.
Yeah, they ended up, let's see. No, he wasn't on the team that went to state. He was coming year after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see Brown working on Rigdon out top. Garrett Brown, he's your prototypical street pickup player. He plays pickup, every day, here in the area. Shot. Who is that? Is that Justin May?
turn this back here. Number 4. Yep, Justin May.
That's what I thought. The Eli Johnson again. Guys, let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in the comment section below. You're watching the Mountain's #1 leader in sporting news, the D&D Sports Network, with Jaden Stewart, Darryl, McCoy, Belfry men's league action. Want to thank Southside Buildings and Carports, Craig Dameron Furniture, thank our good friends at All Elite Services, and want to thank Hatfield and McCoy Trails, as well as Hatfield Funeral Home, located here in Toller, Kentucky. Oh, Justin May. Hit him with the okie doke, and my sound went out.
Deep 3 by Rigdon. Left it a little short. Good pass. Good look. Good find. Yeah, I think it is.
We're here at the Belfry Men's League. Jaden Stewart, Darryl McCoy on the call. Hello, hello. Yours should be working. Jaden, I think we are back here trying to get things going here. Can you hear on yours?
Yeah.
Can?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bear with us, guys. We'll try to get things set back up here. Jaden, as you got this team right now tied at 14 all, are you surprised that YPC is able to hang with Montverde?
I think YTC has a lot of experience. Montverde Part 2, they're pretty young, so I think they have the age on them, which can come as an advantage.
All right, I think I got it figured out, Jaden. I think we are good to go now. Let's see. All right, can you hear me, Jaden?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So, guys, as we're sitting here again, Pike Central Hawk Jaden Stewart on the call here with us on D&D Sports Network. We apologize, had some technical issues, but we are back here. Rigdon taking them off the bounce. Finds a cut, and Eli Johnson, nice finish. So as you see right now, coming up, that's number 3, Preston Smith, bringing the ball up for YTC.
They better guard him right there.
There he is.
That's a nice looking stroke, boys.
Hey, straight cash on me. As you're sitting here right now, looks like you got Hensley. Or who's number 8 for them?
Good 3-ball by Saldine.
That is Logan Wolford. And this Saldine, this Montverde team, they're going to have Charlie Fitzer in coming weeks too.
Yeah,
so
that's some good depth right there.
You played against Charlie Fitzer a long time, and he'll definitely impact your shot in the paint, won't he?
Yes, he will. He don't have to block it. It's just hard to get it around him.
Just knowing he's there. Now, number 0 here for Montverde is Tim Eplin, the second. Jaden, Tim Eplin, I know you don't know much about him, but he graduated from Belfry last year, I think. And he went like 2-3 years in a row. He was like one of the top e-gamers, went to state playing Madden.
That's a pretty cool stat right there.
Yeah, so Tim Eplin the second. I know he played multiple sports in middle school, and in high school I think he focused on esports, but I think he may have got a scholarship to UPike. His father is Tim Eplin, who owns the local Arby's here. So, a little info on him as coming out. Now, Jay Casey, I don't know nowadays, Jaden, but back in his day at Phelps, he could get up and rock the rim a little bit.
Phelps used to have some really good teams. I'd go back and watch online, and I just like to watch old games, and they would have some good teams back then.
Yeah, Jay, his younger sister Amelia, played, I think, last year for Phelps on the girls' team. I think Jay graduated 3 years ago with Trey Francis.
That was before I got to. I think that was my. I was in 7th grade when that happened, when he graduated. I'd say.
As you see, I see over there Cam Stafford taking direction from his father, Joe Bryant. Joe Bryant, we was talking about it earlier. He's one of the best players to ever come out of Williamson. A lot of people consider him top 2 to Mark Klein, who is Marshall recruiter. And then you also got Michael Hagee, who was, probably, in that top 4 or 5 range that'll be playing in this league. So as we're sitting here, Jaden, we got a quick timeout. As we got a timeout, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. Back here on Pond Creek, Jaden Stewart, Darryl McCoy, you're watching the D&D Sports Network. Belfry Men's League coming out right now. Score is 21-19. Montverde come out firing, and
Tyler Lester with the 3 in the corner.
that ties things up.
YTC was in a 2-3 zone right there.
I'm interested in seeing how many zones you see played today. I got to think a lot of them will play zone. Tyler May hits the deck. Again, Tyler May, Jaden, I don't know if you ever played. I think he was before you. Come before you. Graduated about 4 or 5 years ago at Tug Valley. He's going to kick it out to Preston Smith. Smith.
Good. Oh, what a shot.
Justin May off the mark. Here comes Rigdon. This is where he's dangerous, Jaden.
It's hard to stop him right there.
Yeah. Nice take, couldn't convert. Preston Smith back the other way in a hurry.
Too.
Yeah.
Good look.
Matt Hatfield. Now, Jaden, if I'm not mistaken, you actually played on the same team as Matt Hatfield. When you played on the D&D Mountain Elite AAU team at Wesley Christian.
Yeah, the Thin Blue Line.
Yep.
It was fun playing in that with Matt. You know, there's a lot of good players we had on our team. And Matt's just he's a pretty good point guard. You know, he sees the floor really well, so he'll get you the ball. He
does. And then last year you played against him when you played the D&D Mountain Elite team. Yeah. There you go. 3 up, no good. Going to be tapped to Preston Smith. Here comes YTC on the break. Good job getting back by Montverde.
Oh, that might have been a dunk.
Has Rigdon got it like that, dunking it easy now?
I think he has it like that. Maybe not today, but
yeah,
I'd like to see him try.
And you'll see, I've not seen him do it in a while. There's the swaggy one, Swaggy Saldine. You know, Saldine, spent his first 3 years here on Pond Creek, and then transferred his senior year over to West Virginia, and was runner-up to Player of the Year. And at the West Virginia State Tournament that year, Jaden, Saldine was the best player in the tournament by far. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, I saw highlights of that tournament. Sal was it really looked like he was the best player there.
Yeah, he was nasty. Definitely missed him on Pond Creek here, but I know they was a coaching change, and I think he wanted to go, and it paid off for him. He went over there and won a state title and runner up to Player of the Year, and everything you could ask for come up or down the pipe for him. So I don't know if he's still playing. I know last I heard he was playing at a prep school. I think now I could see Sal playing college ball again one day.
Yeah, he's too good of a player. I think someone would pick him up for sure. Little extended press right there from Montverde Academy, or Montverde Part 2.
And I'll tell you what, if I was some of these local colleges, I would definitely take a flyer on him.
Yeah.
Here comes Rigdon, swings over to Dean. Nice job, good ball movement. Cam Stafford. There's Saldine hitting him with the okey doke. Lift that one short.
Little token pressure from the Montverde Part 2 team.
Tyler May cross court. Nice, back over to May.
Good shot.
It's going to go Montverde. Now, Jaden, you'll be going to Bethany, and I know you're looking to possibly put your major in media. Is that something you've always wanted to do, or?
I think once I got to high school and I started seeing how it was watching games and giving my opinion, I think I just knew I wanted to be an announcer or a commentator of some sort.
Well, it's also it's a way to always be around the game. And there's a lot. Listen, nowadays, media companies are popping up left and right, so there's a lot of job opportunities in that field too. Here comes Cam Stafford back the other way. Stafford leaves it for Johnson. Yeah, got Johnson with the travel. Garrett got him. I don't think Johnson agreed with that.
Garrett usually makes the right call.
Garrett's one of my favorite officials.
Yeah, I'd say him and Reggie, I'd say they're top 5 in my 15th region referee book.
Well, Jaden, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about, I know you was very close to him, as we all was, but definitely had to leave a big hole on Buckley's Creek when Dave Clevenger passed.
Yeah, Dave's been around me since I could remember. That's how I got first. I first came over to Mullins. Dave was the first person he was one of the first people to get me settled in, and he's been around ever since.
They definitely missed him in the basketball world here in the 15th, 14th, and over in West Virginia. He worked all sides and done a great job at it. Definitely going to be one missed as we sit here. Hold on a second, Jaden. I'm going to let you, I got to take a phone call, let you finish this thing out.
Oh, good rebound by number 9. Foul call. Dom Francis with the rebound. He'll be going to the He'll be going to the line to shoot 2. First one is good for Mr. Francis. Cutting Montverde Part 2's deficit or lead to 1. And this is the second one. That will be Montverde Part 2 and bonus. Jaden Rigdon going to the line to expand this lead. It is a very close game, a very defensive game right here. First one is up and good. (26-24), Montverde Part 2 with the lead. Second one is good too. 3-point lead. See a little bit of pressure from Montverde Part 2. There, he dropped back in man. Mr. Brown with the ball. Oh, and we might see a punch right here, boys. Oh, never mind. He laid it up, which is a smart decision. It is a close game. A lot of pressure from Montverde Part 2. YTC is handling it a little bit. And a block. I think that was Tyler Lester with the block on Dom Francis. 39 seconds left in the first half. I'm going to make an assumption that Montverde Part 2 wants the last shot. Jaden Rigdon with the ball. To the lane, up and in, and it is good. 21 seconds left. Brody Dotson with the three-pointer in the corner. Tyler Lester for 3, and he is fouled. Not the way you want to end the quarter for YTC, but they can't be upset with they're only down by 4 to a pretty good Montverde Part 2 team. First one is good. Second one is also good. Third one is good. Hat trick. All 3 in a row.
Hold on, let me see. All right, guys, that's going to end the first half. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. Back here on Pond Creek, Belfry's Men's League action as we're coming out 33-27 lead. Montverde up on YTC. Jaden Stewart, Darryl McCoy on the call. You're watching the D&D Sports Network courtesy of Kessler's Consignments. Located in Williamson, prom season coming up. Go to Kessler's for all your prom needs. It's like Trailhead Bar and Grill, Hatfield and McCoy. Trail, also want to thank Hatfield's Funeral Home, Trailhead Bar and Grill, Three Guys Pizza and Brew, and Markham Ramore and Associates for sponsoring today's action. Jaden free throw counts, makes it 33-29.
Hopefully we see a better defensive second half. Oh, good move right there.
There, shaked him out of his shoes.
Good move there by Jalen Rigdon. That's kind of his move right there.
35-29. And Rigdon come over. What year did he join you?
My 8th grade year, so I think 2019 to 2020.
Okay. Here comes Rigdon. Stops, pops, and drops. And, you know, that's something that, you know, he's definitely improved on. You know, in high school, he wasn't the greatest shooter, but, you know, he didn't have to shoot because, you know, most of his points is going to come from the paint anyways.
He's always had a smooth mid-range.
There's Matt Hatfield knocking down the three.
Kind of back and forth right here. Hopefully looking to see YTC get a quick stop.
See Hatfield on Rigdon. Tough assignment. And Rigdon, Jaden definitely been working on his shot. Yeah. Tells Garrett he can't hear him. Yeah. There's Tyler May. Swings it over to Garrett Brown. And Garrett Brown, he's the one that's going to have to get rolling for him because, you know, he's a very hard matchup for whoever he's guarding. You know, Saldine's giving up a few inches to him.
I think they have the height advantage if they just find the right mismatch.
And there's Preston Smith. Man, got away with a walk there. Shuffled the feet a little bit. Tyler May gets it down. Brown off the mark. Fadeaway no good. Rigdon on the push. He's got Saldine up court.
Oh, he's going to the paint.
Yeah. Nice job. And right now you can see the score top right-hand corner of your screen. That's the Glenn Martin Hammond scoreboard. If you're in it for the win, call Glenn, your #1 attorney in Pike County. Now, Hatfield with the ball out top. You know, Hatfield is always he's a player that I felt, you know, he when he leaves, I think he always leaves a lot on the floor, not in effort-wise, but he's a lot better offensive player than what he shows.
I think they need to get him the rock more.
Yeah, I wish he'd be a little more aggressive. There's Rigdon. Second three in the last minute.
Another three-pointer by Jalen.
So we got a timeout here on the floor as, you know, the thing I like, man, is, you know, this place throughout the day, you know, they've been some fans rolling in here, you know, to cheer these on. And I think as this league catches on, you're going to start seeing more and more people come and watch this. You know, you got a lot of former standouts at their schools. You got pickup players, you know, pickup legends. You also got, well, you'll have pickup legend in Jeremy Hall. You know, will be up here later. Then you also going to have players ranging from NAIA all the way up to the Division I level, you know, playing in this. So it's going to be a very intriguing league if you're a basketball fan.
Yeah, I think it's a good. I like what Brent's doing here with this league. I want to join in it because I want to, you know, just play. You know,
yeah,
it's just
keeps
fun
you
to
in
play.
shape too.
You got a lot of good players in this, and I think it's gonna. I think the end result's gonna be a pretty good thing.
I do too, and here's the thing. You know, I mean, you're going off to college, so it's hard to take a chance a lot of times on a lot of these leagues. You know, the way that they're run and stuff. But this one, I mean, he's went the extra mile to make sure it's run right and run the correct way, so there's no danger of you getting hurt. Coming out, Jay Casey.
Little press, full court man.
And I'll tell you what, that could really start giving YTC some issues. As you see Preston Smith out top. Smith fighting around the screen. Only three off the mark. Preston Smith not found the range here in the second half. He was hitting in the first half. There's Rigdon.
Deep three. Heat check.
And that's Brody Dotson with the rebound. Brody Dotson is a senior at Mingo Central. Had a really good season as a minor. Didn't pay off in wins and losses, but he personally had a good season. I'm a big fan of his.
Good look by Stafford.
Yeah, and over Eli Johnson.
Good look.
Ooh, blows the bunny on that one. Calvin Hensley. Dotson.
I think that's his second three. He hit one a little late in the first
half. So he's stepping out, stretching the floor. And now it's an 11-point ball game. Sal Dean taking them off the bounce. Nice job over to Johnson. Johnson.
Good board.
Yeah. Here comes Garrett Brown. Garrett Brown turns it over. Sal Dean. Falls right in his hands. The swaggy one.
Good shot by Sal Dean.
Yeah. So as you see, I know you're not as familiar with some of the West Virginia teams, but who are some of the players you're looking forward to playing against in this?
I know we play Brent's team today. I talked to him.
Brent Perry? Yeah.
I talked to him, and he said he don't know if he's playing, but their teams, they have some good players on that team, so I'm looking forward to playing them. I'm looking forward to playing Jalen's team, Montverde Part 2. It'll be good to match up against them as well. But really just playing anyone, I think it'll be fun.
Well, you see, I do know Brent Perry. I've watched him play numerous times. He's got game.
Oh, good move right there.
Nice job. Jay Casey going to the line. He is the grandson of Ancy Casey. He is the former athletic director of Pike County. Now, as we sinks the first, as we're sitting there talking, I know. Have you ever played against Brent Perry? Did you play down at the brick shop with?
Yeah.
Did he play down there?
Yeah, I played like 2-3 times.
Yeah, he's got game.
Yeah, he's a pretty good defender. He was on me for a while,
Still gave him buckets, though, right?
Yeah, it's hard. I just like to shoot it.
Stafford step back.
That is his move.
Yeah. And he's a little hard on that one.
Oh, man, wide open down the floor. I think YTC needs to get to the transition. Slowing it up gives Montverde Part 2 a time to settle. Matt Hatfield with the layup.
Yeah, I think so too. In order to do that, I think they're going to have to make sure that they use their bench a little, and we'll see. Another turnover now.
Unforced turnover.
Yeah. If they capitalize on this one here, they get right back in this thing. Now, Jaden, everywhere you go, we normally see a Jaden Stewart fan club. Will we see the fan club sometime during this league?
I think we might see the fan club pop out a few times during this league.
There's Hatfield. Pull up, no good. Bring it out. Saldane, nice take.
Good layup right there.
Yeah, some of the names I'm interested in seeing the West Virginia Express team.
Some good players on their team.
Yeah, they got Scotty Browning on it. I forgot who some of the other ones was. Swings over, nice, wide open look there. Good ball movement.
Oh.
Saldane. Nice pass.
Good layup. Good pass. Montverde Part 2 is just defensively just everywhere right now.
Dean's got Rigdon up court if he looks.
Uh-oh.
Nice steal there. Brody Dotson picking the pocket.
Left it a little short.
Yep. Good job by Saldane getting back on that. Rigdon off the mark. Garrett Brown snags the board.
Good shot. Good rebound. Good putback.
Yeah, putback good. It's number 8. Who is that? Logan Wolford?
Jake Klein.
Jake Klein. So Jake Klein played at Mingo Central. The nice player for him.
That's the one I was telling you about. I played against him my freshman year, coming in summer ball.
Against Jake Klein?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a really nice player. As you're sitting here, 11:39 to go, full timeout. I don't know. I didn't see how many timeouts they had.
I think it was 3 1-minute timeouts.
3 1 minute. All right. The be interesting. Belfry's assistant coach. I don't know if you Sean Hurley. He can hoop too. That team, it's stacked. You got Matt Maynard, Austin Brewer, Mikey Newsom. I mean, they're going to be a hard team to beat.
I saw Hagee's name on there too.
Yeah. Now Coach Hagee, I know what he was back in the day.
Does he still got it?
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Does he still got it? I know he's definitely like an Iron Man. He runs in an Iron Man triathlon. You see him running this gym. He'll run around this gym for 2 hours without taking a breath. He won't even get hard breathing. So, and I'm glad to see that for Coach Hagee because, he battled through so much last year when he got cancer. And, I mean, it's tough, when you're a competitor like him, to take a hit like that and try to bounce back. So I'm glad to see his body back in shape where he can do this.
YTC only down 12.
The 11:14 to go here. Eli Johnson, good defense. YTC, Tyler May kicks it up court to Preston Smith. Preston Smith, a nice ball fake.
Oh, no foul. Good putback.
Yeah, Jake Klein.
Another rebound by him.
And let's see, YTC get back in this thing.
A stop right here is very crucial.
Now, Jaden, look who we see far top of our screen with the beige hoodie. That is Division I player Austin Ball. Yeah, he just went to the concession stand. The Austin Ball coming in, played at George Mason the last few years, entered the transfer portal. Don't know where he'll land or if he has landed anywhere yet, but definitely be a nice pickup. He won a state title with the Man Hillbillies.
Very good player.
Yeah.
Corner three.
Nice job by Eli Johnson. I'd say Austin Ball, if all things said and done, he's definitely a top 5 player in this league. Now, I don't know how much you know, but have you do you know? Are you aware of Stevie Browning?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he might be. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer at Marshall, but he's definitely. They got his name plastered on the wall as you go to the locker room. So Stevie was a really good player back in his day.
People are open. He looks
nice.
Good. Oh.
Yeah, about rimmed off.
Quick 6 for Jake Klein. Bring some energy and some effort for this YTC team.
They've cut it to 9, Jaden. There's Eli Johnson.
That's the stop you need. A bucket right here will be pretty good.
Nice job. Tyler May running the floor. And then, listen, that's how he done it at Tug Valley. He's not the most athletic, but he's crafty.
And they cut it to 7 as the subs come in. YTC would have to keep with the energy.
Let's see here. Now, I like this lineup now.
A little small for this Montverde Part 2 team. We'll see if YTC takes advantage of that.
Yeah, and again, this Montverde team, normally they'll have Charlie Fitzer playing with them. So that'll take care of some of the size advantage. Cam Stafford off the mark. Sal Dean with the board.
Good pass.
Yeah.
Good pull-up.
Johnson.
Rims out. Stiff rims here at Belfry. You got to swish it.
They called him the Dominator, Dominic Francis. Yeah, I know Pike Central, but as far as 60th District goes, would you rather play at Phelps or Belfry?
Belfry.
Belfry.
It's just, I can't. It's, the sound echoes off in there. It's hard to hear. And they bring a good fan base this year at the district championship. It was hard to hear.
They did. When Phelps is good, they pack that gym out. They got a really good fan base. But I was surprised that Belfry's fans showed up like they did this year. It definitely looked like a pickup in attendance. Brent Perry's got the things going the right way here for sure. You look over there, you see Brody Little, the Carter Jude, the Belfry guards. Brody Little got a really high upside.
Had a very good year.
Yeah, can't wait to see if he wouldn't have got hurt. I think there's a good chance that they would have at least been in the championship game.
I agree. I think that that injury really hurt him because he spaces the floor out. You know, you have to guard him. He could really light it up.
Yeah, and it allowed them to key in on Estridge when he went down. I mean, Estridge was really the only scorer they had on the floor, so definitely a big hit. You know, Carter Jude really good at playing his role as point. You know, I think if Carter continues to focus on playing the point guard role, I think, you know, and he adds a little bit of size. You know, he's a kid that could have a chance to play at the next level, but, you know, he's got to add some size and focus on being a floor general.
Yeah. Quick three by Tyler May. Cuts it to 6 for Montverde Part 2.
6 with 6:46 to go here. Again, Jaden Stewart, Darryl McCoy on the call. You're watching the Mountains' #1 leader in sporting news, the D&D Sports Network. Rigdon, ooh, way off on that one.
I think that was a fatigue shot, as Coach Ratliff would say.
Well, Jaden, looks like Pike Central set to hire new coach on Monday. They sent us a message supposed to be up there at 5 o'clock. They was going to announce it.
I think I'll be in attendance for that.
No, we should be, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people think of that program, they think of you, you know, and I think there's two names that definitely have, you know, I think risen to the top, and I think Al Holland and Matt Perry are the two that, you know, they're going to be choosing between.
Two very good coaches.
Yeah, they be interesting. I know, you know, you definitely can't go wrong with Derek Newsom either.
No, Coach Newsom, when he came, he made our defense just a lot better. That was the type of coach he was.
I agree.
And that press, our press just got a lot better.
They kick it up to Saldine. Saldine.
Good layup.
Yeah.
Pulling away here.
You know, Jay Casey back in the day was a really good defender. We'll see, you know, maybe try him on Saldine.
Not a lot of movement from the YTC team. They're kind of just standing around, which gives the Montverde Part 2 an advantage.
Yeah, let me ask you this. This year, inside the region, you know, you played a lot of good players. Who was the hardest guard for you, or who was the hardest matchup?
Hardest matchup, I've talked to myself about this, and I still scored, but Cameron Pente was the one who gave me the most trouble. And I still ended with 20 both times we played him, but it was having to get that 20 was.
You had to work for it.
I had to work for it. I had to go deep in my bag. But I think he's one of the best defenders in the region.
I agree with you. I'm a big fan of his. Well, you seen, I mean, you know, he's one of the few players I've seen that's really gave Braxton Keithley problems. So
he's really strong, he's fast, and he has good hands. Not many players have good hands. You know, one move and you can get by most players, but not him.
Yeah. So we're going to see 4:21, clock rolling, 62-56. Got a 6-point ball game. See if they can cut it even closer here.
A quick basket right here.
Yeah.
Good shimmy.
Yeah, off the mark. Got to get back here. Rigdon in open floor, nice job.
It's hard to stop him. Now I have to go out and try to score more than him so I can tell him about it.
Let me ask you this.
Bank is open.
Yeah, Jay Casey with the Citizens Bank of Kentucky bank shot there.
They really needed that one.
Yeah, should cut it to 4, right? Or no, 5. Yeah, cut it to 5. You know, the question I think every fan of Pike Central wanted answered, and maybe you can answer it for us. What does Coach Rigdon have in that backpack?
Coach Rigdon carries, I think he has every essential you need, tape, sunglasses. He has, you know, just fidget toys in there too.
Yeah.
He carries, and I feel like he changes it sometimes, but he has everything you'll need in that backpack.
There you go. Tyler May netting the 3 and cuts it to 2.
You'll never catch Coach Rigdon without his backpack.
No, I've never seen him without it. Even on the bench, you know, I have a feeling if he ever gets the head coaching job, he's going to be roaming the sideline with it on.
That backpack and probably a pullover, that's all he needs.
There you go. You got Saldine working on Jay Casey. Just like I told you, you know, like to see Jay Casey on Sal. Rigdon.
That's not what they wanted to give up right there.
Cut it to 2 and gave up a 3 there.
YTC has to push the tempo. Slowing it down is not helping them.
Yeah, they played a zone there, but it wasn't a very tight zone. You know, I mean, if you don't get a hand up, they're going to net it all day.
Good shot.
That's Tyler May's game.
That's back-to-back for him, I think.
It is, as cuts it back to 2.
A good defensive stop right here would really help.
Let's see.
You see them clapping down there. Oh, they switched to a 1-2-2, it seems like.
Yeah. Let's see.
Middle is wide open. They're going to hold it. Need some pressure.
Here's the good part about it is, you know, a lot of these players ain't played in forever, so they don't know what pressure is. So if you have to send them to the free throw line, I think you're going to see a lot of misses.
Yeah. And it's the double. It's just regular bonus now.
Yeah.
So clutch can come down. Good back tip right there. That is what they needed.
Nice job. Swings it over.
Quick 3.
Hatfield off the mark.
Oh, needed more people to crash.
Yeah. Tyler May one-on-one with Saldine. No, and one. And listen, credit Tyler May. He was trying not to let him get the shot off, but the swaggy one found a way.
He played it the right way. I respect that. I respect that foul right there.
Yeah, listen, I've always grew up, you know, no easy layups.
No easy.
You know, and
15th region, definitely no easy layups. No easy layups.
You know, make them go to the line, make them earn it the hard way, and you know, I mean, you know, but you got to make sure, you know, don't try to injure anybody. As Saldine converts on the M1.
YTC pushes it. They can get maybe a quick 3, a quick 2 right here.
Well, they got Eli Johnson on Tyler May right now. They're trying to make sure he don't get another clean look at it.
John Reagan, a pretty good defender.
There it is. Off the mark, Stafford up to Johnson. Right there, they say no reason to. Now may need to foul. I don't know how to foul Sal though. Right there.
Oh, that's one they needed right there.
Eli Johnson going to go to the line. Yeah, and Eli Johnson, I think engaged to Kylie Hall. The
Pikeville athlete.
Yeah, Pikeville track star. As guys, we got a lot of basketball on today. We got the Belfry Men's League here on Pond Creek. Ask everybody to come out and join us. No admission price, but we do ask you guys, if you come, make sure you take part of the concession stand. You know, help support this league so they can keep this going. You know, it gives a lot of former players and a lot of current players, you know, an outlet to be able to play during the off season.
Good move. They need a quick shot right here.
Yeah, Hatfield. Over to May. May trying to get any kind of space. Right there it is.
A few space right there.
Off the mark.
Good rebound.
Hatfield over to Smith.
Trying to get a three-pointer. They need to speed it up a little bit.
Garrett Brown blocked by Saldine. Or no, that was Rigdon with the block. Saldine with the layup. That may be it. May be all she wrote.
The fat lady is singing.
Yep. Let's leave my mother-in-law out of this, Jaden. As we're getting ready, 20 seconds to go, 74-67.
Might see a press.
Be interesting to see. Down 7 right now. See if they got a chance.
I think we might see a zone from my team today, maybe. I have no clue what we're going to do yet, but.
Now, who are some of the people on your team?
Dave Von Smith, who coaches at Phelps.
Okay.
Matt Lane, I think his name is.
Yeah,
he
the head coach.
Yeah, he just got him. TJ Mounts. Trying to think. We did pick up Trey Francis and Nick Robinson.
Okay.
I know Trey.
Oh, so you wow. Those are 2 big pickups.
Yeah. I know Trey won't be here today, but Nick will be here today, which I mean I don't know how to play big because Nick was a brute at Pikeville. He was a brute. Went
on to play at UPike. The Courtney Little says, holler down and tell Garrett he sucks. Ada McCoy says, surprised Noah Brown didn't get a call up for a team. Kid is a sniper. He is. Cameron Warwick says, Tyler May, they played Alice Lloyd together. Warwick and May did. And Casey Bevan says, I hear Jaden Stewart on the call. Let's go, Jaden. And Brad Larshaw says he's tuning in. And Jaden, I think, barring a miracle, this one here is going to be about over. There's Saldine coming back the other way.
Oh.
Oh, Rigdon come flying out of nowhere.
I think he still has it.
Yes, I do. Stafford. And that's going to be it. It's going to be Montverde 2 getting a 74-67 victory over YTC. Guys, the game 2 in the books at the Belfry Men's League. Jaden, Stewart, Darryl, McCoy. We want to thank all Elite Services. I want to thank Kessler's Consignment, as well as our good friend at Craig Dameron Furniture for sponsoring today's league. Guys, we're going to step away, and we'll be right back for another game up next. Come right back and join us here on the D&D Sports Network.